my God, everybody, it is time for another Kiss review. If you've been keeping up, you all know that all my Kiss reviews have been taken down from YouTube due to copyright bullshit. Well, all those old reviews are now up on BitChute. And if you look at the description below, you will see the review of the link to the review of the original, which I had video and music and stuff, and yeah, they eliminated. So I'm doing these videos talking about it because I did those videos over 10 years ago, and but you know, some of these albums I changed my mind on, and honestly, my favorite song on this album I think is going to be changed. I'm not going to change it on this episode. I'm going to have to think hard about this, because I'm starting to think another song is my favorite song off this album. That is number 2 on the list, where I kept my number 1 on number 1. Now, as far as the history of this album, I bought it back in '79. You know, I was a Kiss freak, but I was a freak of all hard rock, you know? And I don't know why. I can't remember. It's been, what 44 years, 45 years? I don't remember what made me buy it, since I did not like I Was Made for Loving You. But I did end up buying it, and I ended up loving it. I loved that album. Back then, you know, back then I was like, you know, fuck disco, but I don't like I Was Made for Loving You. But yet I liked every other song on the album, or some of it had some disco flavor to it. But now I love I Was Made for Loving You. My opinion on that song has changed maybe 20 years ago, because I used to hate it. But I love it now. And, you know, I bought this album when it was new. I remember when the tour came, my parents wouldn't let me go, which was a bummer. And, but this album's special to me. And it's very odd what happened to me after this album, because when Unmasked came out, as much as I love Dynasty, by the time Unmasked came out, I didn't care. I didn't want to hear it. And I didn't. And I remember it was the Midnight Special or Don Kirshner, one of the two. They showed the Shandy video back then. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, screw this. Now I love Shandy. But back then, it was like, all I wanted was hard rock metal. That's it. So any band that was releasing stuff like this, I didn't like, but now I do. But man, this whole album smokes, and I'm gonna rank all the songs on the album and talk about each song. And here we go. Even at the very bottom, I love this song, I Was Made for Loving You. The hit, the one everybody loves. I love it. I think it's a great damn tune. I just like 8 songs more off this album. Used to hate it. Now I love it, but still, it did not move up from, you know, the bottom spot. All right, at number 8, I'm telling you, I love these songs. Save Your Love. Love it. Fucking Ace. Ace got 3 songs. This shows you how badass his solo album was. After his solo album, he got 3 songs on Dynasty. Gene only got 2. But what did Paul get? Paul got 3 too, right? I Was Made for Loving You, Sure Know Something, Magic Touch. Yeah. And Peter only got 1. But yeah, it's crazy. Ace was kicking so much ass. And then on the next album, he had 3 songs again. But anyway, I'll talk about that next album on the next time I put up a Kiss review. Alright, that's number 8. Number 7, I love this song. And I could be wrong, but I think Will Carroll from Death Angel, the drummer, thinks this is the greatest Kiss song overall, or maybe it was his favorite Kiss song from this album. But either way, I love it too. But yeah, I like 6 more. X-Ray Eyes, man. I love that damn song. It's probably one of the few things I like on the Gene Simmons Vault is the X-Ray Eyes demo. Good stuff, man. I love X-Ray Eyes. All right, number 6, Charisma. That, you know, I admit it's kind of goofy, but I still like it. It's catchy, you know. I dig it. It's another cool Gene song. So the 2 Gene songs on the album are 7 and 6. All right, oh, and by the way, Charisma was played in Mexico when they were dressed in elder outfits, lip syncing it. See if you can find it on YouTube, those that don't know. They went to Mexico during the elder era. They were dressed in the elder suits and everything, but they played Charisma. And I believe they played I Was Made for Loving You as well. They didn't play nothing from the elder. Crazy, right? But anyway, yeah, Charisma. Number 5, Hard Times. Love it. Ace, talking about it's not cool getting loaded, man. After he made an album about how cool it was getting loaded. And then after this album, a couple years later, he was loaded and crashed his car from a high-speed chase. Well, he didn't crash it, but whatever. Cops were chasing him because he was on drugs, man. All right. That's Hard Times, number 5. Number 4, 2000 Man. This is the best Ace song. Yeah, Richards and Jagger wrote it, but does it really sound like the Rolling Stones version? Not at all to my ears. And I love it. It's amazing. All right, number 3, Sure Knows Something. This one was kind of like, man, do I like 2000 Man more than Sure Knows Something? Then in the end, I was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to give the edge of Sure Knows Something because I love this song. It's fucking awesome. All right, number 2. Now, remember what I was saying before. I think number 2 is going to be my number 1 in the future. Because I listened to this album today and I'm like, dude, this number 2, I think it's the best song on the album. Just let me think about it. And number 2, Magic Touch, man. Damn, do I love that song. I'm like, yeah, I think it's the best song on Dynasty. And I was lucky enough to see him play it live on the Live to Win tour. He also played 1,000,001, Tonight You Belong to Me. That was a killer show. Last time I saw Paul, where he sounded good. All right, then number 1, gonna be my number 2 in the future, Dirty Living. The only Peter Criss song on the album is my favorite, but I'll tell you, I do not like the disco remix version. So there you go. That is my ranking of the Dynasty album. I love it. I really think it's an awesome album. This was around the time I got my ass beat from a few older kids that were Led Zeppelin fans, and I had an Ace Frehley shirt. It was an iron-on. It was like 2 pictures of Ace Frehley. It was a badass shirt, man. But it was at the school, and these guys, they gave me a red belly. They lifted up my shirt and started paddling my stomach really, really hard. It sucked. And I was like, dude, I'm a fan. I like Led Zeppelin more than Kiss. They were like, shut up, you. I can't say that word anymore because, people get offended. But, yeah. But still, I love Led Zeppelin more. All right? I wish I could find those kids today so I can bash them over the head with a 2x4. That would be awesome. Anyway, thank you everybody out there who's watching my Kiss reviews. In the description below is a link to the original where I'm talking about different stuff with the music of Dynasty and video footage. Stuff that BitChute lets happen is on over there. And thank you again, and leave your comments below what you feel about Dynasty. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.